What's up, party people, to another episode of Who Actually Podcast. I'm your host, Studio 2 Groovy, and today it's not a very special episode or anything like that. It's just I've noticed that, August has been like the month of the pedophiles, of the weirdos. And I feel like, you know, we have to talk about it. We have to um, speak out against all these crimes that's happening towards these babies. Like the first, like I got four topics we're gonna talk about. They're pretty much all of the. Some are new, some are not, and it's just kind of like just some of the big, you know, child trauma stories that's going on right now. And I think the first one that I'm gonna do is the most important one. So before I do it, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, we're gonna get into it. I know. Shout out to all the early birds and shout out to the people who's gonna watch this later. Um, I've been up and at it. I'm either up real late or up real early. So um, let's get it though. So the first story we're gonna be talking about, and hopefully y'all have seen this. It's this young black goddess being abused by this white family that's adopted them. And we've heard this same story over and over again. These white people keep adopting these black girls and boys. Either with the boys, they turning them into transgenders, or with the girls, they're sexually exploiting them. But either way, no matter what, it's some type of abuse, it's some type of harm to the babies. So I'm about to share this video, and it's really sad and it's not cool. And there needs to be laws against I feel like there needs to be laws against interracial adoption. I really do. So let me make this screen big. It says, this is from Angelica Marie Mendez. Shout out to her. She said, please help me share what I witnessed at Costco in Palm Desert. The little girl says she has been raped and abused by the lady with her arms crossed and the man in pink who doesn't let her go. She begged for help. I tried the best I can along with this other man who saw what was happening. Please help me share or get to the news. The vehicle behind is the one with the other children and the wife. Help, share, share, share. These are our brothers and sisters that we need to protect. Blood is blood. Help me share, please. Now, clearly, this is a Hispanic woman, Miss Mendez. All good energy and blessings to you. Thank you for putting this message out, and we about to save this baby girl by any means. So let's see.
This family, they're not feeding their adopted child. She's crying. They're being racist towards their daughter. You guys need to, we need to expose these people, this family. Look at her. She looks hungry. And they're making her say that she's not hungry. And these people are disowning her, and they're probably using her as a slave like they were back in the day. So yes, the sheriffs are on the way. I called the cops because yes, I'm a Catholic ass person and I'm not about to watch this go by. That is very rude and very disgusting of these people. And yes, yes.
And it's sad because I instantly was thinking like, I don't know if the cops took this baby girl away
12.
because hold on one second. Because I was just looking on Instagram and they were showing like family photos and stuff like that. And on the baby girl's knees, they were really black, as if they have her like on her knees scrubbing floors type shit, or hitting her ankles or her knees, excuse me. So, hold on. So that's the situation, and it's kind of hard for me to find words for it because people always want to talk about unity and all white people ain't bad and this and that and blah blah blah. Like that's blah 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 bullshit to me because this is an ongoing problem. This like we always see, well, little black girls get molested and mistreated, you know, by their foster parents. That's nothing, like that's an open secret, you know, and it's sad. It's really sad. Like they should be vetting. I don't know if there's a vetting process with these families or what, but I feel like it should be against the law for interracial adoption. Not only is it a detriment to their psyche and they can't possibly have a connection with their own kind, but at the same time, it's a distortion of reality too. Like it would already in I'm coming from somebody, I was never adopted, but I hung around a lot of white people growing up. Like I had a decent amount of white friends. And I noticed that when we were out in public, it was different when we were just all hanging out by ourselves because when I was hanging out with them out in public, I instantly became the black kid or the black guy in the group, the token in the group. And imagine I had a choice whether I wanted to hang out with them. Imagine not having that choice. Imagine having to look around and you see nobody like you and they're starving you and they're sexually abusing you. It's just wrong. It's not cool. And like I said, there needs to be a law protecting these babies from these people. Like uh, I know because we about to go into polite ass after this. So I know that like black people have the pedophile uncles and shit too, but I'm saying that overall, white people have a pedophilia problem and a child abuse problem. That needs to be addressed. I'm not saying any kid deserves to get beat. No kid deserves, no matter what race it is, no child should be abused in any type of way, whether it's physically, mentally, or sexually. Period. It shouldn't happen at all. But worry about your own kids. Stop snatching up our babies and abusing them. Like it's like I don't know why people don't look at adoption as human trafficking because it is. It still is. You still getting paid for a human body, for a person. Like it's not just because you try to make it sound good. Like it's still bad. It's still human trafficking. And y'all feeding like in the words of young Pharaoh, y'all feeding these babies to the wolves. He like you saw in the video, bro only got mad because she kept talking and calling him out. And so he had to get up and they had to leave. And I wish that somebody could have grabbed that baby and held her until the cops came and explained the situation. I really do. But on to the next weirdo. And I'm sure everybody knows about this by now. Brother Polite arrested for sexual battery of girlfriend's daughter. According to a confirmed report from NBC Miami, Inspiration. Oh, I ain't gonna call him all that. Brother Polite surrendered to police on Monday following an allegation that he sexually assaulted his girlfriend's 14-year-old daughter. The sad part about this is that the saddest part about this is that I know for a fact that young Pharaoh exposed this dude years ago. I know that for a fact. I know, and it's sickening to me that I be scrolling through my YouTube and I be seeing men having dissertations. What is it called? Making excuses for this man, having whole discussions about whether he did it or not, or is it really like, like this nigga, like you can't just keep getting allegations on you like that. For one, you're not gonna just if you like for instance, this is my point. I can't keep saying I'm not a thief if every time I come around people something come up missing. And everybody got the opinion that I'm a thief and that I stole something, and I'm the only person. Me, and the people who rock with me are the only people who saying, no, he don't steal. But every time I go somewhere, something come up missing. Like that's crazy. And the fact that it's mostly black men that's defending Polite, it sickens me. It sickens me to my stomach. Like, why would you like that? I don't care if the little girl was being fast. I don't care if Polite was drunk. I don't care. Well, I don't care about none of that. That nigga is a sick nigga, and he needs to be under the jail. And I don't understand why people keep defending him. I just don't get it. What part of he don't know how to keep his hands off of little girls don't y'all get? What part of he only gets with women with kids don't y'all get? Like, he's a predator. He's a sick predator. And the proof is in the pudding. Okay, somebody just said some dumbass shit. So I'm gonna skip. It's the next one. I'm glad. I'm about to call this nigga out. Okay. So we're gonna talk about the next, and then I'm gonna mention this dumbass comment that somebody just said. And they definitely getting blocked off my page because that's some pedophile logic to me. But we're gonna be talking about Nirvana, okay? Man photographed as a baby on Nevermind cover sues Nirvana for sexual exploitation. Now they cut the wee off, but the cover is a full. It's on my Instagram. The cover is a full. The baby is naked with his wee showing, and the hook. He's being called a hooker. Basically, the baby, like I said, like the baby is a sex worker or whatever. So we're gonna read some of the article. The cover for Nevermind. Hold on 1 second. I apologize for that. The cover for Nevermind, a 1991 Nirvana album that is said to have helped redefine rock music, features a naked 4-month-old baby in a pool appearing to swim after a dollar bill that's pierced with a fish hook. That baby, the now 30-year-old Spencer Elden, is suing Nirvana for child exploitation and pornography, saying the band knowingly distributed the naked photo of Elden as a baby and profited from it. He's asking for $150,000 in damages from each of the defendants, which include members of the band, Kurt Cobain's estate, photographer Kirk Weedle. He should actually be in jail for that. Universal Music, Geffen Records, Warner Records, and MCA Music. The cover photo was shot by Weedle, who was a friend of Elden's father. The lawsuit accuses Weedle of producing a sexually graphic photo of Elden. But let me stop right there. Hold on. It adds that there was initially pushback against featuring Elden's genitals on the album cover, and the plan was to place a sticker over it. Why would you, as a father, let a man take a picture of your baby naked? Why would you allow a man to be around your baby naked, period? That's crazy. That's nuts. The sticker, however, was never incorporated into the album cover, the lawsuit states. Eldon's parents also never signed a release authorizing the use of the image, and Eldon himself never received any compensation, the lawsuit says. Spencer's true identity and legal name are forever tied to the commercial sexual exploitation he experienced as a minor, writes in the lawsuit. Lewis writes that Eldon has experienced emotional distress and interference with emotional and educational development. I'm sure if you gotta know that millions of people got your fucking private part picture in their goddamn house. Since quite a few people in the world have seen my penis, so that's kind of cool. I'm just a normal kid living it up and doing the best I can while I'm here. Said that in 2008 when he was still in high school. And like they've made millions of dollars, so they can pay this dude. If you want to see what the guy looks like, go ahead and go to my Instagram at the_real_Studio2Groovy. I have a picture of him now, and he's holding the album. But this weirdo, and you're definitely getting blocked. If you're following me, you just earned a block. And let me make sure. Yeah, he is following me, and yeah, he is getting blocked because he's a weird ass nigga. Okay, so this guy, Jay Relic, decides to say it's only pornography if you get turned on by it. That is a weirdo ass answer. Why would you even want to? Why would you want your? Okay, why? What would possess you to even want to look at a naked baby, whether you're going to be aroused about it or not? Like, what kind of sick ass thought process would you have to try to make an excuse like that? So you saying the fact that a grown ass man took a picture of a naked baby, that's not pedophilia. The fact that you don't mind looking at the naked baby, that's not pedophilia. But the person who feels like, because basically what you're saying is the person who has an issue with it and sees it as sexual is the one with the problem. And that's not the case. The fact that you don't see a problem with looking at a naked baby on an album record shows that you have pedophile tendencies and you're going to get blocked. I don't know what else to say about that, because that was stupid as fuck. And I feel like the internet is where dumbass people can say dumbass things, and some people just need to shut the fuck up. Because if that was my kid, if that was my kid and somebody said, well, it's not porn unless you get turned on, I would probably hit them in their fucking face. Because it is pornography. That's full on child exploitation. Whether you get aroused or not, it's still a naked baby. And a baby can't consent. Period. A baby cannot consent. So, and shame on the parents who let their friend take a picture of the baby. Like, that's weird. That's weird. If I had a daughter, I wouldn't even feel comfortable changing the baby. Just out of respect for her divine yoni. Like, I wouldn't want to see it. Let the mama do it. So I know for a fact that I would not allow another man to see my son's penis. There's no way another man could see my son's penis like that, whether it's for art or anything. Like, there's no reason for it. There's absolutely no reason. That album cover, that wasn't necessary. I don't know how else to say it. That it wasn't necessary. And you know, y'all know how this music industry works. Y'all know that it's weirdos out here. I don't know, but Jay Relic, you have earned a good ass old fashioned block. So as soon as I get done with doing this live, I'm going straight to Instagram to block your dumb ass, because that was very stupid. And the last thing I'm going to talk about, because my spirit is getting tired of talking about these weird ass people. Let's go ahead and get this out the way. How did this man get probation for child endangerment? It says Drake Bell, former Nickelodeon star, gets probation for child endangerment. The former star of Nickelodeon's Drake and Josh pleaded guilty to attempted child endangerment and disseminating matter harmful to juveniles in June. An Ohio judge sentenced former Nickelodeon television star Drake Bell on Monday to 2 years of probation for child endangerment charges after the female victim who met him online and attended one of his concerts accused the actor of grooming her since she was 12. Since she was 12. And all he got is 200 hours of community service and no contact with the victim. That's crazy. This girl is now 19. The pain that the defendant has caused me is indescribable, and it worsens every day. Being used by somebody who meant the world to me has left me feeling more hurt than I have ever been before. In her statement Monday, the woman accused the actor of grooming her since she was 12, sending her graphic photos, and engaging in sexual misconduct in 2 separate incidents, all of which Bell's lawyer denied. My life hasn't been the same since I was 15. I think about these crimes every single day. I feel like I'm in a constant dark place. Sometimes I wish I could disappear so I can forget about what happened. Jared Drake Bell is a pedophile, and that is his legacy. That's facts. This man, this is making me mad. That's crazy. At the end of the day, it's creepos out here, and we need to protect these babies. Because if we don't care, then nobody else will. That's all I got to say. Once again, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. For those who attended this morning or those who are going to watch it on the replay, thank you for your continued support. Please spread this video as much as you can, because this is compiled evidence that, we need to do better. Also, they have been cracking down on these pedophile rings and these prostitution rings and human trafficking rings. So I want to shout out all of the police organizations that's cracking down on these weirdos. I know it's popular to say fuck the police, but if the police is cracking down on pedophiles, then until they stop doing that, I'm going to say thank you to the police officers that's cracking down on these pedophiles. So I'm going to end it with that. Hopefully that's like the lightest note I can end it on. And yeah, let's leave with love and light. Peace.